Hello Cancer, and welcome to my reading. We're going to look at your energies for April 2021, and this is for Sun, Moon, and Rising. Energies can be reversed, and so if this reading does not resonate with you, it might be because you need to look at one of your other signs, which can be your Sun, Moon, Rising, Jupiter, Saturn. I mean, there's so many different avenues to look at if a reading doesn't resonate with you. Also, you can look at other readers because I might not be picking up on your energy, and that's okay. Just don't stress out. But sometimes if you stay till the end, there's some timeless messages that might be brought in from this reading. And so there might be something in it for you today or in the future. And so cards can be read intellectually by the book, or they can be read intuitively. When I watch other readers, I keep this in mind. As the awesome thing is we all have different gifts, and we can use them in many different ways. And that is why you should look at many different readers to see how many, the different facets of your energetic world. One of my gifts is releasing trapped emotions. So during this reading, we're going to do a couple of things. I'm going to bring in the Holy Fire Reiki energy so that you can have energy given to you while we do this reading. And then also, at the end of the reading, I will lead releasing of trapped emotions, because that's one of my gifts. So, and that'll be specifically for your sign. And then I also may tell you what crystals to use and maybe some other tools that you can use to help you through the transitional period. So please stay for the whole reading, and I'm excited to see what we're going to get. So Cancer has these couple of months have been really, really crazy for Cancer. So I'm really excited to see. So let me go ahead and bring in that energy so that we can have that going for you. So we can start the reading. And then that way you can get some channeled energy through the reading, as well as you're just sitting there listening through your iPhone or your phone or your Android. I don't know what people use. But so that way you can get that energy as we move through. Okay, so one more shuffle, and then I would like to get some, we're going to do just like a general reading. If we get some love messages, great. But I just like to see whatever the guides are going to bring in. And so let's go ahead and bring that in. Okay. I'm just going to lay the cards out. I don't read them upside down because my guides know that. I have dyslexia. So it's easiest for me if I just read them up front. I've been doing that for a long time. And one more shuffle, and then we'll go ahead, only accepting the highest and best good for our highest and best truth. All right, so what do we have for Cancer? We're doing a reading for Cancer today, and I just want to know what Cancer has in store for them. Where are we at? Okay. All right. And okay, so let's see what we got on the bottom of the deck here. The overall energy. It's going to be the Sun card. Okay. Now, let's take a look at this. Okay. So what I'm seeing is Cancer, you're in a new beginning, and it's a really awesome new beginning. It's amazing. Like, you feel really good right now. And I am a Cancer, so I resonate with this energy. I have several Cancers in my chart. And so I get how you're feeling. Like, just the energy of motivation for once. And Mars is the planet of motivation. So I'm curious to know, if you look at your Mars, you can kind of get some more information about your energy level. But I'm also seeing that you're coming from great energy. You're coming from the Empress energy, which is awesome energy. And then you're moving into the energy of strength. So they're asking you to please have patience for whatever you're trying to manifest. And that could be love, it could be career, it could be multiple things. It could be just like a multifaceted of things. So okay, so let's see, what else am I hearing? You're asking about your happiness. You're asking about the celebration, the reunion, the union that you've been looking for. Is that coming forward? And your hopes and fears is that, was this all an illusion? Are you seeing things correctly? Do you have a veil over your eyes? Things of that sort. You are actually in the energy of moving in the right direction. You have new beginnings all around you. The new beginning that you're in is actually the Ace of Cups, and the crossing over energy is the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles says that this new beginning of your cups overflowing, of just everything going right for you, is in the energy of the Ten of Pentacles. So it's just it's fruition and abundance, and if it doesn't feel like that yet, it will. So you're coming from the Empress energy, which is the energy that opened up some of this this feeling of just having everything at your fingertips, everything that you need, just lots of energy, we just came from a big time of Mercury retrograde, and I swear it felt like it lasted longer than the 13th of March, but it really just kind of just took me a while. I don't know about you guys, but it took me a while to get out of that energy. So the Empress energy did help usher in this new energy, which is really beautiful. And how I knew what you were asking is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is generally a card of celebration. So you're asking about, and that they're in a reunion, a union, could be a reunion, but this is like people getting married, right? But that says to me union, and that's one of the things I was going to say about reading cards by intuition and not by the book. A lot of readers read by intuition, and the cards mean different things to different people. So if you go to get a reading from someone, and you know how to read, so I know how to read really well, but when I go to get a reading from someone, I never read their cards, because it's the way they read the cards, not the way you read the cards. And so just keep that in mind. You may be looking at my spread and be reading a different thing, but just know that this is what Spirit and God and your angels and spirit guides know, the way that I read the cards, so they can give you the messages in the way that you need to hear it. How I know that they're wanting you to have patience is these two cards right here. So you have patience, and you also have the Strength card. And those two cards are telling me that you're feeling like, is it ever going to end? And it will. You just have to have patience and strength. The reason why we have to have patience is because the universe has to, when we ask for something, the universe has to make it all align perfectly in the way that it is for you. Because if it doesn't, then you're going to have problems. So I'd rather wait, and I'd rather have these cards that say, hey, have strength and hold on, opposed to, rushing it and it not being the way that it needs to, because then you're going to have problems. And I know that you're moving forward, because this card right here shows me that you're on a horse and that you're moving forward. And so that's the way I read that card in this manner. Also, depending on how you read the cards is depending on the position that the cards are in. So this guy is moving forward, and it's moving forward in the right direction. Okay, he's very confident. He feels very good about what he's doing. Wands are fire energy, so it's like you're moving into, you have a lot of energy to go in that direction, and it's really, really good for you. The next card, this card right here, is what's around you. You have fire energy around you. It means that people around you are also having new beginnings, and they're very, very motivated and very, very active and wanting to do things. And so that totally does make sense. How I knew that you were wondering if you have an illusion about this reunion or about this celebration, are you not seeing it in the right direction? Because that's what this card says, the moon. But we just had a full moon last night. You can still see it tonight. And so everything that you think you might have been not seeing correctly is going to be illuminated with every full moon. You actually do get to see the truth, and so that's the beauty of the full moon. The overall energy of your reading is actually the Sun card, which is probably one of the best cards you can get. There are a couple of cards in the deck that if you get those, or whenever I get those, I'm like, I'm really excited. This is the one I'm definitely really excited about. That one, that's really good energy. I want to clarify. I like to clarify the two outcomes. This is the most immediate thing that's happening. This is the closest outcome, and this is the one kind of further away is the way I read that. Oh, here's the deck. So let me clarify those. I like to clarify those because I want to know what you're running to. You know, I want to know what's coming in fast or what you're running to. So let's see. Let's see how what comes out, because that will give us a good indication. And what are you making a decision about? So can I find out what Cancer and the collective is running to, and then what are they making a decision about? So Cancer, you're running to your happiness, okay? And you are making decisions about your spirituality. You know, you're making decisions about you're making decisions. What I'm hearing is you're making decisions with your higher self. And that is really what you want to do, is make sure you stay in line with your higher self so that you can make the correct decisions. You don't have to keep doing things over and over and over again. So here's the intuition card as well. You have this twice in here. So that's a confirmation. I like to confirm with some of these cards. And so there you have it right there. You're really focusing in on your intuition. You're asking for what your higher purpose is and how can I get there, right? How can we get there? What you're asking God, what is my purpose? What do I need to do? And how can I get there? This is going to create, this moving into your intuition is going to create the firm foundation that you're looking for. But it is going to take some patience and planning. And so get a planner. And it's kind of hard to find them right now because I'm a Cancer and I went looking for a planner and it was kind of difficult. I had to go to Staples, which had the most expensive planners on the planet. Maybe you can go ahead and find one, but go ahead and organize your thoughts and organize yourself. And you're going to find this time that when you organize yourself, it's not going to be like the last time you tried to organize yourself where you did it and then you didn't do it again. This time, the energy supports planning and supports that. And you have patience again. So you have patience 3 times. They're really asking you to hold on and to please, please, please just have patience and let the universe do what the universe does. Let God do what he does. You don't have to be so involved in everything and be so controlling about everything. So I always shuffle these first because they're kind of cumbersome, and so I don't want you to have to wait for me to shuffle them, but I didn't look at them. So let's see what the guides have in store for you today. Okay, so the first thing is, which makes total sense because the oil that came up for you when I meditated and asked some questions about Cancer, the collective, the Cancer, what came up for you was balance. So Calmer is this oil, it's a doTERRA blend, and it's actually the kids' oil, but it's an amazing oil, and so they're asking you to use this one, and they're asking you to use that one because your mind is a little worrisome. Although you're not sitting there like biting your nails and flipping out, you do have some really subconscious worry that's down in your subconscious. So let's see. Calmer is a very soothing essential oil, and it will console you if you're feeling worried and overwhelmed. So with all of this planning that you're doing, Cancer, you can get really overwhelmed pretty easy. So if we can just focus in on using the tools that we have here on Earth to allow us to calm down a little bit, that's exercise, writing your thoughts out, using essential oils, using crystals, those types of things. All right, so it's going to help you with the upset, worry, overscheduled, imbalanced, frantic, those types of feelings, okay? So this says, love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A relationship is one on both supports and challenges. So if you're not looking at relationship, I would read this card as just straight up balance, okay? But if you're looking for relationship, because there is that in here, we do have reunion, we do have spiritual reunion, but this could also be, if you're thinking about career, if you're looking this up for career, this could be just a reunion that will help progress, make your career in progress. So when it comes to the matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. So that's you in your spiritual, right here, your intuition. This is your intuition card, and this came up a bunch of times too. So strength, balance, that came up a couple times. And then also intuition is very strong right now. Cancer's intuitions are very, very strong. So, and then time, there it is right there. You're trying too hard, give it time. So they're asking you, please, please, please hold on. Just trust the universe, trust God, trust everything. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to, the crystal that came up for you is lapis. I'm trying to remember what that one is. It's like a purple stone. That's what I'm hearing. I'll put a link in the description below so that you can find it, okay? All right, and so the last thing is we're going to go ahead and release the trapped emotions that I asked about the collective. And so what I want you to do is just, when I say the emotion and I say the age and I say the body part, I want you to think about the body part and I want you to breathe with me. It's not going to take very long. But each reading that you do with me, we're going to go ahead and release trapped emotions. And I'm going to have meditations on this channel as well that will help you release trapped emotions, because that's one of my gifts. The emotions that came up for you when I meditated and I asked God what it was that we needed to release for you is failure. Failure has been living in your spleen since you were 2 years old. So trapped emotions is something that a child cannot handle, and sometimes adults, but it's a big emotion that you cannot handle. And so what we do is we trap it inside of our body. So I just want you to take, sometimes I'm walking around listening to my reading. So if you are, just take a moment to kind of step where you are and take some deep breaths. All right, Cancer, so the second trapped emotion that they'd like to work on you today would be anger. So can we please release the anger that's been living in the gallbladder of Cancer since they were 2 years old, please? All right, thank you so much for your time today. It's been wonderful with you. Check out the link below in the description box for all the tools that we've used today. I'm not doing any personal readings at this time. I will let you know when my schedule opens up. If you liked this reading and you were entertained by it in some way, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you can get notified as soon as I post something new. Have a wonderful, wonderful month, Cancer.